December 27th, 10 past 2 in the afternoon. Wright and Co. law offices. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? Knowing these games, no, I don't think he did. I think he just thinks he does, or he blames himself for it. I don't believe it, not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick! Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes. I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you knew better than that. Come on, I say Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Sure, man. Whatever. Larry. You really did help out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat-shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. If Edgy ain't off the hook yet... Way to spoil the mood, Larry. I mean, he's being serious for once, that's new. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I'm sitting, Edgy seems pretty... edgy. I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? Well, I mean, you kind of proven that he couldn't be, right? Oh, I mean, rather, he could be telling the truth. I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? No, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me. But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Miss Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You don't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? Getting some law. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. For murder. A class trial? You remember, Larry? Spring, end of 3rd grade? A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in the envelope with money for their lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, the kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Thievery. Oh, yeah, now that you're mentioning it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? The next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. Okay. Fair enough. So, would that make this kid on the right Edgeworth? That's not what I expected him to look like. But fair enough. Is that Omori at the front? Anyway, I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. Give the money back. You're such a meanie. Don't play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. That's too fast for me to read. I loaned you. Damn. Now, Phoenix, you shouldn't steal people's money. That's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boys whose money had been stolen were sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs on... What? The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? So Edgeworth was the victim. No? Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. Well, Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah. He did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Why don't you all shut up? Honestly fair. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. The two differences between Miles and Larry. Very well. I will place the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were best of friends. So we have kid who practically is... Well, not to say what Larry looks like, but he didn't look like he was in the best of financial situation. You've got Edgeworth, who was the prim and proper rich boy, and then you've got Phoenix, who's just the regular kid. Anyway, wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned that what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Oh, yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. True, that is why the phrasing was, if it stinks, it usually butts. So I kind of took it personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts, see? Yeah. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the last trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine as he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. And here you are, a prosecution. Just the prosecution. Well, I guess not the prosecution anymore, because since Von Comma's kind of apparently worse than you. Worse as in, like, better at being a prosecution. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I could just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? Just to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I'd know I'd have to meet he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Well, clearly not. You're not the only one, because Larry also knows. And he's also not the only one, not without anyone on his side, because here we are defending him. Whoa, Nick. So is this why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick. We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's the rental boat shopkeeper. We need to find out who and what he is. He's an alien. I'd sell for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay. Well, let's check on Edgeworth, actually. Hey, Sourpuss. You look as grim as always. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, alright. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. I guess it was the only thing that really mattered to Phoenix. Well, it probably's only really mattered to me anyway. Fair enough, that's exactly what I said. Miss Edgeworth, didn't you know? The trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, I mean, I would argue that, Larry's simpler. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. You want to talk about it? Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor, anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? Well, that's true, but not every criminal you get, or rather, not every client you get is a criminal. I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. Honestly, the fact that you acknowledge and or accept it, I think says a lot, to be fair. Anyway, one suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator was with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had been the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That was Robert Hammond. So, hold on. He said Yanni Yogi had to be the shooter any way you looked at it. Instead of simply saying, he was the shooter, I saw it with my own eyes. He was supposedly trapped in the same room as him. Right? Am I grasping at straws, or am I just... I don't know, it could just be writing. On that day 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. How convenient. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound of mind due to oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's why I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. Well, I mean... I guess it's because they didn't have us as a defense attorney, because let's be fair. Not only have we defended innocent people, we have found the killer each time. That's the wrong thing. I was too busy talking to myself, and I hit the enter button. Okay, cool, come on, give me back the option. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, a man who deserves respect. Not really. He's kind of just bullied around the judge, and even then he's failed. He said he could have gotten this done in 3 minutes. It's gonna take, it's taken, what, several days. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist of all things. Well, he's not doing very well, is he? In court, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Well, he's failing. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. Until today. Tomorrow. Yes. But that's... I know. It's possible some of them, some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. So far, I am 3 for 3. 4 for 4? If you're innocent, then yeah, 4 for 4. All Von Karma does is his job to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's not impossible to find a weakness in him. Well, let's be fair. Even if he finds you guilty, he has not done it perfectly. It is extended to 3 days, the limit. So already he is failing. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right. Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Well, that's all. See you. We haven't actually done much with you, have we? He's out, again. Why does he work? When does he work, anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay. So we will have to come back. Gumshoe, are you here? Okay, Detective Gumshoe hasn't gone back yet. Gumshoe, he won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shopkeeper, okay. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I'll do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I agree. Gold like it is. Hey, pal. Long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Ew? Disgusting. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shopkeeper? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty as a police officer. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch a criminal. Fair enough. Okay, Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. I mean, his best friend is accused of murder. I assume it's his best friend. Oh, and one other thing. Eh? No one can go in the woods today. The woods? Where Lotto was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently Park Ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. Guess Lotto is in a lot of trouble. Oh, but anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Okay, guess we're not talking to you then. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work. Okay. Your caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Him. I know that clearing of the throat anyway. Oh, Ken. I didn't expect you'd see you here. Hello. Hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, these days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, there's no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Is that true? That's right, that is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not too sure about that. Oh ho, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. Maybe I'll be able to offer some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think of Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello. Squawk. I can't believe he'd run out and leave this poor parrot to fend for herself. I mean, it's kind of like necessary for them if they want to escape. Hello, hello. You know the password of the safe, right? Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in here. You're in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clues or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Oh, boring. There's no name or signature on this. Its handwriting is very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick, why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be in here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth. So the boat shopkeeper is indeed guilty of this murder, but not the mastermind of it. And I'm assuming it had to be someone involved with the case. Okay. So Yanni Yogi. So hold on. So yeah, Yanni Yogi is the person who's accused. Is this old man Yanni Yogi, or is Yanni Yogi the one writing this letter? Because if Yanni Yogi is the old man, who is writing the letter? Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. Still here, in perfect detail. In perfect detail? But what do you think it means, Nick? I don't know. But it looks like those are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Okay, cool. Anything else? Okay, guess not. I can check these again then, right? I wonder whether they could didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. Fair enough. Okay. Am I supposed to take this to, Grossberg now? I just went in and out of the door frame. Grossberg! That's... Grossberg! Where are you? I can't go to Grossberg's thing here. You know what? Here you go. You can... What do you think of it? Edgeworth. See this ladder? Mm-hmm. This came out of the safe in the shack where the boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me. Who's that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could be an innocent defendant you declared guilty or something. Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there's someone else behind it. And now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Let's go boo-boo. Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. Okay, do I talk to you now? That's moving. Hello. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. You just so happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for a long time, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us, like in that little box. We became unsettled. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet, you're not making this any easier. I wanted to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed to the court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. Isn't that strange? The letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something about that, what? Something that's been troubling the last few days. I don't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. Memory of a crime I committed. A crime you committed? Memory of a murder. That was such a necessary flashback. I think the time has come to tell it all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. Is that why you're in such a bad mood? Is it just because of bad sleep? What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout, you'll use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up all my air. Sucking up all the air. My air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Oh, what? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father! He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying at my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from the days in court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I picked up the pistol and threw it. You threw the pistol? Get away from my father. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But it's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. What if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. That is true. Could be trauma. It could be. Maybe it was I who killed my father. I mean, true, that would warrant revenge on you since you weren't accused. But the other guy was found innocent, right? So why does it matter? What? If you think about it, that way, this letter makes sense. Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, you mean... Well, then why would he want revenge on Robert Hammond, then? Because if he's innocent, Hammond did his job. It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? That is a good question. What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything else we can do, like it or not. There's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about the DL6 incident. Well, gotta talk to Fumi Yamada. See you. Mr. Rosberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. Can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happening. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He's... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why don't you two look so troubled? Well... Also consider this, Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep that he would want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream, it was real. As you imagined. But again, if it was real, why get rid of the the defendant who proved you innocent? Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father, also known as Edgeworth? He was a defense attorney without a peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have been one peer now that I thought about it. Your mentor, Mia Fair. My sister? Gregory House was very disapproving of Mr. Von Commer's techniques. That's no surprise. I mean, yeah, it's true. Von Commer is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. It is mind-boggling that people get away with this. At least in this universe. I don't know the justice system of real life. But if it's anything like this, like, I feel sorry for a lot of people. As a result, he has a perfect win record in court. But that's about to change. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called it on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Faye. And it seems to be all connecting. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yanni Yogi was found innocent. Okay. What if... Because again, like, the spirit can only tell you what the spirit believes to be true. If I die believing in something, I can't tell you the truth unless I know for a fact it is the truth. I can only tell you what I knew when I died. So if Edgeworth only thought that, Edgeworth threw the gun, that would imply that the bailiff picked it up and then shot him. Cool. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who'd lied was Gregory Edgeworth. Oh, a ghost. See? But again, lie would imply that they knew what they were saying was false. The ghost could just be wrong. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he's falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But, possibility nonetheless. I'm actually finding it interesting how much Grossberg has stayed in this series, I guess. Past the case that it was relevant to him. Okay. Do you need anything about this? Oh ho! So this is the ladder? It does seem like Yogi was following this ladder when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients for not their sake, but his own. For his own sake. He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got a client found innocent. So why should that matter? I guess because of the method he found innocent? I mean, being declared as insane? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait, what is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? You remember someone's handwriting? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Well, it wasn't Miles, because it's killing him. We believe the caretaker is Yanni Yogi, which means it had to be Von Karma. I mean, it was apparently written perfectly. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I'm not so sure. Von Karma. Wait, you're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all over the time in on-court reports. But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... correct, Manfred von Karma himself. And what does this mean? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? That is true. If this is truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened to the trial between Edgeworth Stead and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of falsifying evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusations stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received as is written from a prosecutor. Well, so that's not really a perfect record then, isn't it? Because here we are, about to make it a lot worse. Sure. Well, we don't know how long that trial actually went on for, but here we are. About to break that 3-day record. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. He must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see? A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in many years of prosecuting. Really? That doesn't seem very... What? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. Europe's not that special. You have a strange idea of vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What's that got to do? I mean, it's like when you lose a game, instead of losing your temper, you take a step back. Of course, no one does this, but it's probably what you should do. What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, and you can battle it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty on DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. Can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick... Mr. Edgeworth admitted himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could check again. The police files might hold on something of interest, so we're going to the police state. Police department, that's the one. Station. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials, time to leave. We are getting sent everywhere. Ooh. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the older guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check the record room again. Well, now, I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But, yes, Mr. Von Karma is in there just now. Or is in there now, anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes. He just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the record... okay, Nick, hurry. Oh, I'm gonna need you to not do whatever you're doing. Dirty as always. We were on here just yesterday. I'm sure they can just... What? I'm sure they just haven't had the time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Okay. Oh, reports. Oh, his report, yes. It's like a graveyard of police cases. Yes, my sister's case report isn't here too. Quietly gathering dust. Huh? One of the drawers is open. Someone must have been here, been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick. The file for DL6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Forward-facing Von Karma. Von Karma? You. How do you know my name? because we are in the same courtroom as you. Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other, we see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? I beg your pardon. You see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. You failed to crush us yet. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. How are you? Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Carr, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of his trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. You're welcome. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly, you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. We were right. So Von Carr is going to bring up DL6 in the court tomorrow. Okay. Why don't we just accuse him of your handwriting? Mr. Von Carr, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi. How many years has it been since I heard him? I've heard him called by that name. 15? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Well, that just sounds like a confession, if only we had something to record with. So you admit it. You wrote Mr. Yanni Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? Oh, okay. It's a stun gun for self-defense, usually. So what we're learning is, we should have just asked the prosecution to write something down, and then compared the handwriting. Okay. Well, I see this is going to be a very painful experience. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000? Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Oh, okay. Maya? Out of my way. And we're dead. Okay. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya? Oh, we have another murder? Maya, open your eyes. Maya? The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Yeah, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out. I'm useless. I'm not as good as a lawyer or as a medium. I can't even call my sister. That's not true. I mean, you took a bullet, metaphorically speaking, for us. If anything, we're just bad at running away, because you could have bought us time. If anything, you're a pretty good bodyguard. Not even now, when we need her most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. That's not something you want to say. Maya? There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya? He's holding something. Was that a bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Kammel was holding this when Maya jumped him. Still bears the ballistic markings. Hypothetically, is it going to fit the markings of the bullet that killed Hammond and also the gun that Edgeworth was holding? I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. To be continued.